When it comes to losing weight and building muscles, exercise plays a key role. But what plays an even bigger role are the diet choices we make in our daily lives. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Melt Your Cheese. I'm your friend Divyansh, and in this video I'll be talking about eating correctly to lose weight and build muscles. Let's do this. Now there are two fundamental things to remember when it comes to diet and nutrition. The first is caloric deficit and second is composition of macronutrients. To lose weight, the only scientific thumb of rule that works is caloric deficit, which means that you'll have to consume less calories and burn off more calories to lose weight. If I do the math, an average female requires 2000 calories per day to maintain her weight and less than 2000 calories per day to lose weight. And for an average male, the daily calorie requirement is 2500 calories to maintain the weight and less than 2500 calories to lose weight. Coming to the second fundamental thing, that is composition of macronutrients. So there are three basic macronutrients required by the body: carbs, fats and proteins. As per research, our diet should comprise roughly 50% carbs, 30% fats and 20% protein. In short, a balanced diet. This balance of macronutrients will help us maintain a good muscle and fat composition in the body. The real problem arises when we don't adhere to these two fundamentals of caloric deficit and macronutrient composition. Majority of us eat way more than what the body requires, and the composition of macronutrients is always wrong. Apart from these two things, we focus way too much on eating junk like pizzas, pastries, ice creams, oily stuff and sugary drinks. All of these food items have either way too much refined flour or maida, or refined sugar or bad oils, and way too many preservatives. This messes up not just the weight and structure of the body, but also your metabolism. Your metabolism or metabolic rate is the rate at which you burn off calories. But when you eat junk, the metabolic rate slows down, which means that you'll burn off less calories while exercising and even while resting. Since we've talked about the problem, now let's talk about the solution. The first thing to figure out is the maintenance calorie requirement, or the calories required to maintain your weight. And how do you do that? Just go to the internet and you'll find a number of websites that will help you calculate your calorie requirement. But for your convenience, I have provided the link for the calorie calculator in the description box. Once you've calculated the maintenance calorie requirement, try and understand your eating pattern and figure how much proteins, carbs and fats you consume in every meal. Once you've figured the macronutrient composition of every meal, try and bring that composition to 50% carbs, 30% fats and 20% protein. Keep in mind the fact that this estimate doesn't need to be very accurate. You can take a rough guess and it will work. Secondly, try and replace junk food with healthier options. So you can replace maida or refined flour, which is the base for a lot of junk foods, with whole wheat flour. You can replace white rice with brown rice. You can replace desserts and refined sugar with fruits, and you can also replace processed foods with salads, whole wheat bread, oats and even dalia. All these healthier food options are full of fiber and nutrients. They take time to digest and they keep you fuller for a long time. Based on these 2 points I just explained, I'll tell you 4 easy to remember diet and nutrition rules. The first rule is to minimize the intake of refined flour or maida. Now, maida does not have any fiber and it is linked to obesity and heart diseases. Also, lots of junk food is made with maida, so it is better to stay away from it as much as possible. Second rule is to minimize the intake of refined sugar and sugary drinks, which are all your cold drinks and packed juices. Sugar is nothing but empty calories that eventually get stored as fat. third rule is to minimize the intake of oily, greasy foods, since oily foods are very high in calories, very low in fiber, and they directly impact your heart, leading to obesity and heart diseases. And rule number 4 is to focus on eating whole foods like fruits, vegetables in the form of salads, and whole grains like brown rice. Also try and balance your meal with 50% carbs, 30% fats, and 20% protein. So I hope you guys will try and implement some of this theory in your lives and make better food choices. Till then, keep watching Melt Your Cheese, and I'll see you in the next video.